Welcome to Pre-Snap Podcast, presented by LineStar app. Here's your host, Casey Bubba and Scott Bogman.
And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Pre-Snap Podcast, brought to you by the wonderful people at LineStar Sports. Make sure you check them out on Twitter at LineStar app and at LineStar NFL. And most importantly, download the app in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Everything you'll need in the palm of your hands to build your winning DFS lineups. Hope you guys had a great week 12. It was another wild one. Shocker. You can find me on Twitter at Pediatric, and my co-host is always on Twitter at Bogman Sports. Scott Bogman, how you doing, my friend?
Oh, wow. What a weekend it was of just watching the Steelers get spanked. I was on Instagram for the second half of that game for the most part. I mean, 41-10, just an embarrassment. Not a fun weekend. Our picks were okay, but fantasy, all my fantasy teams won this week, which is just unheard of. I might have lost one or two, but I have like 14, and I'm pretty sure I was 12-2 this week.
That's outstanding.
A crazy amount. So we'll take that. That's the silver lining. It's whipped cream on what though. So but this Monday night game is somewhat entertaining. Watching DK Metcalf cry a little bit and Washington drive a little bit here. We're kind of in the middle of it, but it's at least been an entertaining, close-ish game. So that's nice.
Yeah, I need Gibson. I need McKissick to stop taking Gibson's touchdowns because I need like 2.5 more points from him to win my game. I needed like 23 coming into the night, and he's like at 21 right now. So I didn't think it was possible. Can they please stop giving McKissick touchdowns? That would be great. So people don't care about me though, and I'll tell you, 12-2 is pretty good, Boggs, because that's like you're beating the war of attrition. Is what it's coming down to. It was insane between injuries starting on Thanksgiving throughout the weekend. Like the Vikings-Niners game was great, and then Cook goes down, Debo goes down. It's just like domino effects everywhere. Pure craziness, but we'll get to that game in a minute. We'll start on our Thanksgiving real quick. You saw the Bears win on a late field goal, win 16-14. We saw the Raiders go into Dallas and win in overtime. That was huge. And then the Bills just trucked New Orleans as expected. So any major takeaways from those three games on Thanksgiving Day? Because wow.
Swift getting hurt.
All the home teams lost, by the way.
Yeah, Swift getting hurt sucks. But I will say silver lining is if you've been hanging on to Jamal Williams in a deeper league, he looked fresh. So we like that. And Godwin, I don't even know how to say it. Godwin looked pretty solid as well. Josh Reynolds scored a touchdown, Bub. Yep. You like Josh Reynolds.
Right out the gate and then disappeared the rest of the game.
Yes, he did, but that was enough for me to beat you.
Yes,
so
it was.
That's all that mattered to me. So and then the Raiders played hard, man. That was a fun game. Did you see that was the most watched regular season NFL game since 1990?
I believe it. It was a good football game.
It was a good game. Yeah.
And the refs tried to give it to the Cowboys. Like the Raiders.
Well, then they gave it to the Raiders.
Yeah, so. There's so many penalties.
They were
in that game.
way too involved. It was funny. I'm just sitting there with in my house with my family, with my cousin and my mom, going, "The refs are way too involved in this game." They're both looking at me like, "I don't know what you're talking about." So I was like, "Yeah, I guess." But
what do you take of the news though that they're going to maybe rest Zeke for a bit, give Pollard more of a role?
He practiced today on Monday, so I don't think that's going to happen. But if it does, why not just put Zeke on the short-term IR and then roll with Pollard for 3 weeks? I don't get this sense. Like half in, half out. If you're going to rest him, give him 3 weeks, give him the rest. They've almost already wrapped up this division. So, it's not like they have to have wins. They do have to have some more wins, but 2 or 3 ought to get it done in this division. So I think they'll be okay without Zeke if they want to rest him. So if you want to do it, don't be half stepping. Full step, no step, in or out. And then Buffalo, I mean, this offense for New Orleans looks so bad. Taysom Hill getting first team reps today, so maybe we're going to see him replace Simeon. I'm not sure. Pretty sure that Antonio Gibson got you most of your 2 points on this run right here. So
yes, he did. He did.
But yeah, I mean, I was happy to see Buffalo, give up on a running back, but I hate that they went still with the split with Singletary and Breida. So pick one, man, and give it to him. But look, when you win 31-6, not a lot to criticize there. But Tony Jones looked like garbage. Thought maybe he would come in and be okay. Nope, incorrect. So I don't know, man. It's New Orleans is looking real rough, and I love that Buffalo seems to at least be back on track because New Orleans is a good defense, but with when the offense does nothing and you're on the field so much, then you're just not going to get a lot done. And this was a 34-38 to 25-22 in terms of time and possession in Buffalo's favor. So that defense just was out on the field for 10 minutes too long and got gashed at the end. So
pure domination. We had the Sunday and the Bucs Colts, man. The Colts 4 turnovers gave that game away. The Colts, I'm not gonna say dominated that game, but they should have won that game pretty easily. It felt like they just kept handing it to the Bucs, and you can't give Tom Brady and the Bucs that many chances.
Right.
Big old Lenny with 4 tutties. That was nice to see, but I still believe in this Colts team, but they got to clean that up.
Yeah, as wrong as I was about Barkley this year, I was really, really right about Lenny. So love my Leonard Fournette. So love that. I still think the Colts are one of the best teams in the AFC, but the way they're good is obvious. Don't turn the ball over. The way they're bad is obvious. Turn the ball over. So that all starts with Wentz. If Wentz can, cut those turnovers down, then this team's going to go a long way. If he is a turnover machine like he has been the last couple of weeks, they ain't going to go very far. They might make the playoffs, but they'll be quick out. So, Wentz just needs to get on a heater. We've seen plenty of quarterbacks. Nick Foles got on a heater. Joe Flacco got on a heater, right? Colin Kaepernick on a heater. You can take your team to the Super Bowl on a heater. So that's what we need to see out of Wentz for them moving forward. But they still have a little bit of a mountain to climb here.
Yes, they do. And then we had a couple of really, really bad football games between the Jets and the Texans, just an absolute barn burner. We had the Eagles and the Giants have a horrific football game. So I really don't even want to talk about those games unless you have anything relevant to say besides.
That, Tevin Coleman, I guess, is the main back for the Jets. Houston is beyond no one. Like it's beyond just Cooks. Cooks got lucky with that touchdown. I don't know if you can start him on a week-to-week basis. If you have a better wide receiver 3, I think I would go with him, and I'm not paying for him in DFS this week. So, I think there's nothing in this game that you can like. With the Eagles, Miles Sanders rolled his ankle again. We'll see what he looks like. Boston Scott is good. Hopefully the Giants are getting better. But the nice thing about Barkley, and I know I've put silver linings on Barkley the whole year, so forgive me. But it was his first time since week 4 to have over 10 carries, which, will get you fired if you're Jason Garrett and you're not giving the best running back, one of the best running backs in the league, more than 10 carries. And he played 88% of the snaps, which is more than he's played in a month. So hopefully the Giants get back to giving him the football, but obviously no promises because they haven't done it all year. So,
yeah. Dolphins Panthers. Dolphins win yet again to a 80% completion rate, 3rd straight week of like 75% or better, which is pretty impressive considering that offensive line. Panthers Cam got benched because he was a turnover machine, and Christian McCaffrey rolled his ankles and he's done for the season. So
yeah, I just sent you a thing on Instagram. It said MTV Cribs CMC style, and it's just the medical tent. So
this is where all the magic happens.
That's right. I couldn't have got this game more wrong, man. I thought for sure that Cam Newton was, you blitz Cam Newton, he's going to throw into it. He's a former MVP. He's not Lamar. Like, you're not going to get. They absolutely got to him. Javon Holland is one of the best rookie defensive players
better each week, man.
In the league. Also, troll game 100% on Cam after the game. He said, "I'm back." So that was awesome too. And the Dolphins defense over the last month has played really well. And Tua looked competent out there. Threw the ball deep to Waddle on one.
Yep. Him, Waddle, Gaskin, these young kids.
Waddle's
giving me false hope, I think, but they're giving me hope.
Waddle's got to be getting a little bit of Rookie of the Year buzz. I don't think it's going to go to anyone but Mac Jones.
It should
he'll be in the room. Right, he'll be in the room during the trophy presentation, is what I would say. So
he's gonna get 100+ catches and 1,000+ yards as a rookie. It's pretty darn good.
Yeah, it really is. So your boys are impressive, and I love that Wildcat they're running at the goal line. That's gonna make Myles Gaskin a way more intriguing play on a week-to-week basis in fantasy and a buy in DFS as well. Them running that Wildcat down there. So this was a great game for the Dolphins, and I was completely wrong about it.
Yeah, I was shocked. They're gonna it's every year they're gonna win a couple more games, give me false hope, get a bad draft pick, and it's a repetitive cycle. Like I was literally thinking after they won on Sunday, I was like, I don't remember the last time in my lifetime. I know they have, but it's been so long. I don't remember the last time they actually won a playoff game. like I couldn't remember off the top of my head. It's been so long.
Ooh,
so
yeah,
it's just false hope all the time. Patriots Titans. Patriots dominated. Titans are dust. You kind of said, been telling me, and I agreed with you last week. Is all the missing? They have no receivers left. They have no Henry.
All my friends are dead. Yeah,
it's bad. Like all
the
my
defense
friends,
isn't great to begin with. They had a lot of issues last year, and they got much better this year. But you know, you lose Derrick Henry, you lose AJ Brown, you lose Julio Jones. You know, you lose some offensive linemen, and your defense is on the field too much. It's just a bad formula for the Titans. So hopefully they're going to get better. But I don't expect it. I think the Colts are going to win that division. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Bengals Steelers, you mentioned that. You did not get your escalator of sadness. Mm-hmm. So I hate to break that one to you, but T. Higgins found the end zone and Daddy's happy.
Yeah, dude. Look, the Bengals smoked us. So that's it's as bad in Pittsburgh as I have ever seen it, and they are bringing out the cart for McKissick here. So
I saw that.
This does not look great. I mean, we're trying to, we're like, oh, we'll be done with this show by the time Monday Night Football is over, but this does not look great. So hopefully he's okay. Looks like he's sitting up, but it looks like it might be something with his leg.
It's a leg thing. Yep.
But anyway, yeah, Cincinnati smoked Pittsburgh, and what they've done over the last 3 weeks in their victories is go to Joe Mixon, which
monster,
is so smart, and it's what they should have been doing. You have a lot of good playmakers, but I don't know if any playmaker on that team is better than Mixon. And they did it to the Raiders. They did it to the Steelers. This is their plan coming out of their bye in week 10 after that embarrassing loss to Cleveland, and it worked against the Raiders. It worked against the Steelers. Steelers also got blueprinted against Detroit in that tie. I mean, it might have well been a loss for Pittsburgh, but in that tie, they ran 200 yards on Pittsburgh. And last week, the Chargers ran 200 yards. And this week, Mixon went crazy. So, here come the Ravens, the most run-happy team in the NFL, into Pittsburgh this week. They're going to put up 400 damn rushing yards. So it is not getting better for Pittsburgh, specifically with TJ Watt going on the COVID list too. So, and the Bengals, look, Mixon looks good right now. Ride that train. This week they've got the Chargers, who are the worst rush defense in the NFL. So
he should go bonkers.
Yeah, he's probably going to be expensive. Honestly, I hope he's more expensive so it moves his roster percentage down. So let's get Mixon this week. He's going to be a good one.
And it's amazing they're finally utilizing Mixon, which opens up the passing game so Burrow doesn't get killed in the backfield.
And he doesn't have to throw it more than 30 times.
What a concept. Goodness gracious. Coaching 101. Good stuff there. Falcons, Jags, 21-14. I digress. Chargers, Broncos 28-13. Teddy B, we saw some Drew Lock. The Chargers looked horrible. What is this Chargers team?
I don't know. I could not tell you. I think they're not very good, but they beat a really bad Pittsburgh team that is kind of waffling, but we saw what they were this week, bad. So, getting smoked by Denver, I know it's a divisional game and all that stuff, but getting smoked by Denver when Teddy Bridgewater has 129 yards passing and Drew Lock throws 26 and a pick, and he didn't get the ball to anybody. Tim Patrick, 2 catches, Judy, 2 catches, Sutton, 2 catches, all these guys suck right now, and it's all because of the quarterback position. So, I don't know what to do with this team, but they're a tough start, and they're in Kansas City this week. I don't want to mess with them.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough one for sure. Rams, Packers, pretty good game. Packers dominated. The Rams got some late production. OBJ found the end zone. Tovid got in for a rushing touchdown as well. But an overall Packers domination. And A.J. Dillon basically played the whole second half. So thanks for saying Aaron Jones is back, everyone. I knew he wouldn't get a full role, but that was pure trolling by the Packers in that one.
Yeah, anyone who asked me, I was like, I don't think Aaron Jones is going to get used a bunch. So
got 10 carries in the first half, and then it was over.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no reason for him to play here. I guess this was a, empty it out. We got to win this game, all that stuff. And I think Aaron Rodgers played up that toe injury, and it was smart. I definitely picked against the Packers because of that. Also, I felt real good about the under because they said, on Saturday, Matthew Stafford has been playing through multiple injuries, which he looked like it in this game.
He looked bad. He looked real bad.
So, but A.J. Dillon is turning into a dominant back, perhaps possibly better than Aaron Jones. Maybe they shouldn't have given Aaron Jones all that money, But Devontae still dominant. And I love that OBJ got involved here. Van Jefferson had a season high in targets too. So both these offenses are at least looking good. So I like that.
Yeah, Niners 34, Vikings 26. This was an awesome football game. Just sucked. Cook went down with a separated shoulder. They're expecting, 3-4 weeks if he's lucky. We'll see. They expect him back. We'll see. Debo went down for a couple weeks as well. Really, really good football game. There are some hiccups that could have been better, but all in all, lived up to the hype at least I was hoping for.
Yeah, it was a fun game. That's for sure. It really sucks that Dalvin went down, and I just don't know. I don't think we see him for a month. I think that's kind of what it's the
Alexander Madison show.
Right, which is fine. Alexander Madison is a very good back. So I'm excited to see what he has for a month here. And Debo, Debo is losing him is going to hurt, but they play Seattle. And what we've seen from Seattle since Russ has come back is not the same Russ. So, and the defense is already bad. So I don't know that they're going to miss him this week. So hopefully it's just 1 week for Debo. But fire up your Eli Mitchell, because I think they're gonna lean on him heavy in this game.
It was crazy. Kittle was like non-existent, which was real. I know Vikings are good against the tight end, but man, it's amazing when he just goes nowhere and they still get the job done. So
right,
I guess it's a good thing. So we'll see.
Yeah, they got to get him more involved, and I think they will without Debo. They have to.
Yeah. And then Sunday night football was an absolute disastrous football game. Ravens win 16-10.
This was a beautiful game. I don't know what you're talking about.
For you, it was beautiful. It was great for me because the game I just won, thanks to Gibson's points, I faced Lamar. So I thought I was screwed, and that was glorious. No, I still had a chance.
Hey, I bet the under on this game. So this is a beautiful game and I was so happy about my under that I didn't even realize that it was 4 picks from Lamar. I didn't even notice that. So why is Washington going for this?
I don't
Why
know.
are they going for this?
Kick the field goal and walk away.
Kick the field goal. Yeah, they didn't get the snap off. I'm sorry. We're distracted here, but this is so dumb.
Question for you. Lamar was the second quarterback in NFL history to throw 4+ picks and still get the W. Can you name the other one?
Was it Ben Roethlisberger?
It was Andy Dalton. It's a surprise to no one. That's why I had to mention it, because once you hear the name, you're like, oh, that makes sense. Yep, that checks out.
Yeah, I've seen Ben throw a lot of picks and win those games too. But yeah, look, I'm Baker. I said this last week, and this is why I took the under. Right, Baker is injured. He should sit for 3 weeks.
He looked bad.
Look, all respect. I hate the Browns. I hate Oklahoma. I don't like Baker Mayfield. So much respect for that guy. He is such a tough dude, playing through this injury with the sling and showing he wants to be out there and he wants to lead this team. I think that is the best thing you can have in a quarterback, right? It's the best attribute you can have. Next is a cannon arm, but that is the best, is the want to. And he wants to. He physically can't get it done. They are stacking the box every single time because they know they're just going to be running with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, who didn't look very good in his first game back off the IR. So, they don't have anything with Baker. They got to go to Case and let Baker sit, but I don't know if they're going to do it, and it might cost them a playoff spot here. So, look, I know ESPN put up the stat about, the quarterbacks coming off sickness or whatever it is, and it was horrible, and Lamar was horrible. So maybe that's not a surprise. Look, Lamar's going to get back on track against Pittsburgh. Yeah. Secondary sucks. They can't stop the run, so he'll be fine. I'm not worried about Lamar at all or this offense. So they'll be okay, and they ended up winning this game anyway. So
yes, they got it done one way or another. Looks like the football team, they scored a touchdown on 4th down because I forgot Sly got hurt, so they have no kicker right now.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. So that's why they're doing this. That's why they're going for 2 as well. But let's recap the perfect lineup of the week on DraftKings over here. It would have scored 268 points and used every single dollar, which is rare. But it was led by Aaron Rodgers, then followed by Leonard Fournette, Joe Mixon, to the surprise of nobody, as they went nuts. But then it gets fun. Kendrick Bourne, and he's been putting up points lately.
He's been good.
Yeah, he's been putting up points lately. T. Higgins, Jalen Waddle, 31 points from Jalen Waddle, almost 32. Gronk had a big game. Eli Mitchell went nuts, and then the Dolphins defense. So quite the smorgasbord of fun there. Most people wouldn't have come up with that game. I saw someone that won the Millie Maker on DraftKings had Herbert at quarterback and the Broncos defense. He put his defense against his quarterback. And he had no other players from the Chargers, no pass catchers. It was just a naked Herbert. It was one of the weirdest lineups. The entire lineup was bizarre. It was literally he was like a monkey and threw stuff at the wall and to see if it would fit. So that was the optimal lineup, the perfect lineup that you could put out there. And it goofy stuff. Let's recap how we did this past week, Bogman.
All right.
Quarterbacks. Who were your quarterbacks this past week?
Ugh, not great. I had Cam, Herbert, and Kirk, so not fantastic.
Yeah, I had Kirk, Cam, and Jalen. So Kirk got the job done for us. That's about it. And Newton was garbage, and Hurts. It's what you're going to get with him. It's all or nothing. And he wasn't running. They kept him in the pocket. So that's how that one's going to play out. Running backs. Where did you go on this one?
I went with CMC, who got hurt, of course, because his cribs is in the medical tent. James Robinson scored a garbage touchdown, so I guess he was okay. And they gave I had Ty Johnson. They gave the carries to Tevin Coleman. So I will say that I did call Ty Johnson his prop this week, and he hit it with the rushing yard. So at least I got that. But yeah, he wasn't great for DFS purposes.
Yeah, I went CMC. We know how that went. Robinson, and then I had AJ Dillon, who still got the job done, even with Aaron Jones making an appearance there. Wide receiver position, where'd you go?
Well, I know I had Waddle, and I think I also went with Keenan Allen and Ayuk. And Ayuk was okay.
They all did pretty well. They all did pretty well. And we said there's so many receivers we like here. Because I remember I wanted Waddle. I'm like, no, I'll leave that one for you. Because there's so many. I went Debo, 2 rushing touchdowns. That counts. That was the touchdown call of the week as well. And then Deontay just continues to get peppered time and time again. And no one rosters him.
All that garbage time for him helped so much.
Amazing. And then DJ Moore still did a decent job before Cam left. So it wasn't a great week, but he got the job done nonetheless.
Yeah, that 164-yard catch. That was most of his work, but that's all you need.
All you need. Tight end position. How'd that go?
Look, that was actually pretty good. I had Gronk, Conklin, and Freiermuth. So that was solid.
He did very good. I had Goddard, Ingram, and Conklin. Goddard didn't do much, but Ingram and Conklin got there. I mentioned Ingram. He's facing Philadelphia, the worst defense versus the tight end. They're just getting torched on the reg. So keep that in mind. Stacks, I had Minnesota, San Francisco. That worked out, but then Carolina and Philly did not. How'd your stacks look?
I can't remember who I had for stacks. I didn't write them down. So
pretty similar.
I think I had similar ones to you. So I had New England defense. So
there you go.
And Jacksonville. Jacksonville wasn't great, but only 21 points. So
still not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let's do a quick look ahead here to week 13, Bogman, where it's going to be another fun one. I believe we have all the teams back in action. So that mix things up.
No, we have 4 teams on bye: Carolina, Cleveland, Green Bay, Tennessee.
It'd be really nice if they put this on the NFL website. There they are. You have to scroll past the advertisements after the schedule to find it. You gotta be you stooges. Panthers, Browns, Packers, and Titans. They're right there. Look at that, you bums. Thursday, Cowboys, Saints. We might have Zeke. We might not have Zeke. We got a COVID head coach with the Cowboys. I think we'll get Kamara back by now, hopefully. Maybe Ingram.
I think he was limited, but practice today.
That's the start. That's in the right direction. Right. So this is gonna be an interesting one, Bogman. What are you looking forward to here?
I'm looking to Dallas to put the boots to New Orleans. They're gonna be pissed off coming off that Thanksgiving Day loss. New Orleans has nothing on offense right now. Like we said before, Taysom Hill taking first team reps. That's not great. Even if Kamara plays, he ain't gonna be 100%. Hopefully Ingram is back in there so we don't have to see the mess that was Tony Jones. But losing Troutman hurts. Obviously they've had a lot of injuries on the offensive side of the ball here. And Dallas gets a little extra rest. I think Zeke plays, but I think he'll be limited. So in terms of DFS, I'd still rather go with Pollard there. But and we get Cooper back, and we get CeeDee Lamb back most likely. So I think we're going to see a Dallas domination.
We should definitely see a Dallas domination. I'm with you on that one. Head into Sunday, though, it gets fun. Giants at Dolphins. This is one where Dolphins got to win. This again, they should win, and they need to win. So we'll see how this one plays out.
Right. Yeah. Look, my biggest thing here is, are the Dolphins going to continue to throw the ball deep to Waddle? I like that. And, can Tua stay as efficient as he was? And also Gaskin getting these goal line carries. I love that on the Miami side. For the Giants, please, for the love of God, give Saquon Barkley 20 touches. And if he's not good enough, if he's not healthy enough for 20 touches, put him on the IR and send him packing for the year, because what the hell are we doing? Like get him the football if he's out there. I am sick of this. Don't
Are
run
you
Daniel Jones 9 times.
Are you starting him in season long?
I mean, I am, because I play in 16-man leagues and I don't have a lot of other options. But if I have, like, if it's him versus Gaskin, I think I go Gaskin, right? Yep. So it's just tough. He's not very trustworthy right now, which is, it hurts my soul to say that, because I love Saquon.
It's tough. It's tough. Colts Texans. This is one of the Colts need to bounce back, and they should be able to in a big way.
I mean, this is a royal ass kicking. Houston has given up. I don't care that they're at home. The Colts have to get this win. They're gonna be playing downhill. I don't think they're gonna pull anyone when they get up by a ton. Maybe if they do, we'll get to see Sam Ellinger run one in. So that's what I'm hoping for. We'll see.
Viking Lions should be another easy one for the Vikings, I'd imagine. But hey, the Lions keep covering, so go get them,
boys.
Dude,
yeah, I'm not gonna sit here like this. All adds up to the Vikings destroying Detroit. I said that last time, did not work. So give me the Lions and the points, because they play everybody hard. And look, Jamal Williams looked healthy, so no Swift in this game. I like Jamal Williams to have a pretty decent game. This line for Minnesota is hurting right now with Danielle Hunter out and Everson Griffin, having his mental health issues crop back up, which is unfortunate. But, they have a lot of issues on that line. So I think Jamal Williams could have a big day.
Yeah, there's been a lot of ways to go in that game. Should be a fun
one. And Madison
one.
Will crazy. Thielen will score another touchdown. Jefferson will have 100 yards. Like, I don't even need to talk about Minnesota.
No, the Vikings offense should be able to do whatever they want. It's just a matter of their defense, which is bad. Can they do anything to like keep it from staying close? That's what it'll be.
Right.
Eagles, Jets. This is like an ugly football game, and somehow the Jets will probably pull out of their rear end.
Yeah, this game sucks. I would take the Eagles here, gun to my head, just because I think the Jets are terrible. But I'm like, if you're the Eagles, I understand you want to run the ball and you want to, you want to give Hurts more run plays and all that. You got to throw the ball to Devontae Smith. You just have to, right? So you got to give him the ball. Goddard and Rager made some plays. I know he dropped the big one, but he was at least out there making more plays. So you need to be a little less predictable. If you're a little less predictable, I think they win this one going away. But it's the Eagles, so I don't know. They'll make it interesting, is what I would say.
Yeah, most definitely. Cardinals, Bears, we'll get Kyler back. We'll get DeAndre back. It should be fun to see this team healthy and hopefully clicking on all cylinders. I don't know I'm guessing we still get Andy Dalton for another week or so, but we'll see. And if that's the case, pin them back, boys. It's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, I know Chicago gets a little bit of extra rest because they played on Thanksgiving, but the Cardinals had a bye week. Murray healthy, Hopkins. Honestly, even if they don't play, I would lay the 7 and take Arizona. It seemed like they were going to fire Nagy, and everything we've heard is that the players don't like him anymore. They don't want to play for him. This is a team that has essentially given up, and you hate to say that it happens in a professional NFL locker room, but it does sometimes. Yep. So I think the Bears are packing in, ready to hibernate for the winter.
Yep, that's a bad joke I would have made, by the way.
But that's why I did it. That was for you. And
I
you
appreciate
didn't even
it.
laugh. Not even a quality. I mean,
courtesy laugh.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah, courtesy laugh. Don't worry. I won't do any more. So
no, keep them coming. Keep them coming. Chargers and Bengals. This is one that's like on paper should be a really good game. Chargers sucked last week. Bengals look great, so the Chargers probably win.
Yeah. No, this is dumb.
I hope the Bengals trump them. I just hope it's a disaster.
I hope the Chargers beat the snot out of the Bengals, but it ain't gonna happen. I think the Bengals running the ball so well and smart. I think this is an easy win for them. I think Joe Mixon has a huge game. Don't know what I would do with Chase. Chase has been a little rough recently. I know I'm not buying him in DFS, but I asked Welsh, and I'll ask you, Bub, and maybe you'll be, a homer here, but Waddle versus Chase rest of the season. Who do you like?
Ooh, probably Waddle for the consistency factor because everything's such a mess right now.
Me too. Yeah, and Chase just has a tough schedule moving forward here as far as corners go and stuff. So yeah, I think I'd take Waddle too. But Higgins has been good. You can start Burrow if you want, but I'm more about Joe Mixon having a huge day here.
I'd be all about that as well. Bucks, Falcons, first time these teams met, it was more of a shootout than we anticipated. Brady went bananas, but the Falcons put up points. they've been getting worse and worse since then, it seems like. So this feels like a game the Buccaneers should run away with, but somehow divisional games, you never know. Maybe they get, Cordarrelle's back, which is nice. Maybe they get some more of the receivers back. I don't know. This Falcons team is really, really bad. Well, I don't think the Bucs let them hang around. We'll see.
Yeah, I look, I appreciate the effort, but that was also like Ridley was there,
exactly.
And like you said, every week we play, the Falcons look worse. I know they're coming off a win. They played Jacksonville. So I just I got Tampa Bay rolling in that one.
Jags Rams, talk about a get right spot for the Rams, huh?
Yeah. I mean, this line is tough because what do you have it at? I see it as 13.
I have not even looked, by the way.
I have it at 13 right now for the Rams, 12.5, wherever you can get different numbers depending on where you look. I just don't see how Jacksonville does anything on offense right now. So, and the Rams need this game after that loss too. So it's not like they're going to be playing with, lackadaisical or anything. They've got a sense of urgency, and I think they stomped the Jags into a mud pile.
How distraught do you think Urban Meyer is knowing his USC job's gone now?
I mean, I love it. So
yes, it's great. It's the perfect storm right now. This is so freaking amazing. I love everything about this. And Michigan trounced Ohio State last week, and just absolutely beautiful. So beautiful. Washington at the Raiders in this one. Raiders coming out that big Thanksgiving Day W. Oh my gosh, we're gonna get overtime.
There's Freddie Swain. I mean,
wide open.
Seattle's got to get this. Dude, I would have sent the punter out to kick a field goal. Like,
yeah, I would have too.
Dixon, there's no way. Well, Dixon's a holder too. That's the problem. So maybe they didn't have a different holder. But God.
Raiders football team. We got the Raiders coming out that big Thanksgiving Day game. We might have the football team coming off a big blow on Monday Night Football. Raiders look to be on to 7-5 in my mind.
Bob, who's making the schedule here, dude? Like, how do the Raiders play on Thanksgiving, right? And then get a home team against the Monday Night Football team the week before.
They have to travel across the country to come play them.
Yeah, I don't understand this at all. Give me the Raiders at home. Just more rested. They've been going to Jacobs more, which I like. Washington looks great tonight against Seattle, but they should have put more than 17 points up here on Seattle through 4 quarters here. So, and they did not get the 2-pointer. So that game's going to end. But I like I think Washington's probably the better team, but I think the Raiders with the rest and the prep time, give it to them at home. So give me the Raiders.
I'm with you too. Ravens, Steelers. I think you already pretty much said Ravens coming into town and smacking you around.
Yep. 300 yards rushing for the Ravens in this game. I don't know how Pittsburgh's going to stop them.
Niners, Seahawks. Niners, I think a lot of Elijah Mitchell in this one because this Seahawks team looks horrible, and they just watched the Washington football team run all over them on Monday Night Football. Elijah Mitchell might have another 30-plus carry game. Lots of running in this game. So Eli is going to be huge and, maybe a necessary buy. So, I like a Mixon and Eli stack a lot this week. Yep, that's a good starting point. Broncos, Chiefs, Sunday Night Football. Chiefs coming off the bye week. Broncos with a big win over the Chargers. We liked what the Chiefs were doing 2 weeks ago. Then they kind of laid a dud against the Cowboys. Now they're on a bye week. Man, do they come out strong on Sunday night versus the Broncos?
I hate this game as far as betting goes, so I won't touch it. But I'll just say I like Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I like Tyreek Hill. I like Travis Kelce. How can you not, right? These are your normal guys. I think this could be a week that we see Teddy throw the ball downfield if they give him time. But the way that the Chiefs defense has played better,
playing really good,
and the way that Teddy is just beat to crap right. Seattle just got the onside. Oh my, what a wild game this is here. I can't, but we were supposed to be done before this game is over here. This is insanity. Anyway, the Chiefs, I think, win this one going away, but I don't have confidence because Denver plays them hard every single time. And so I wouldn't bet it at all. But if you're picking things, I don't have any trust in what Denver is doing at all right now. So I would just take the Chiefs.
Yeah, no, I it's got to be the Chiefs, but I think it's going to be quite an interesting one to say the least. I'm looking forward to seeing how the injury reports come out throughout the week. Chiefs off the bye, but what's Denver got? Because this could be a Javonte Williams week if they need to kind of toss it out of the backfield. Short passing game could be an interesting week for him for sure. All right, the Monday Night Football game, Patriots Bills. I am very much looking forward to this football game.
Yeah, we won't be recording until this game is over because this is actually going to be a good one, a fun one to watch, I think. So I got Buffalo at home in this game.
Yeah,
I don't love it. I definitely wouldn't be betting it, but I think they were offside on that kick.
Yes, they were.
But give me Buffalo. I'll lay the points here. I like that we finally got Zach Moss inactive. Like I hate that because I think Zach Moss is the best back.
At least clears it up a little bit.
We thought it did, and then they gave it to Breida a bunch. So
well, they said going into the last game, he said Breida deserves more touches and is going to get them this week.
Yeah, only because we benched Zach Moss. They didn't say that part. But look, it doesn't matter. Diggs is great. Losing Trey White is huge, but I think this is going to be where the pressure gets to Mac Jones a little bit. Although he seems cool, calm, and collected, man. He doesn't really seem to have – he seems to have those nerves of steel, which, you know, you love in a quarterback. But I think they get to him this time.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see when we record with you guys later this week to preview the DFS main slate. We'll have more news with injuries and maybe line movements and other fun stuff there to get a better feel of things. Those are our initial thoughts on the week to come. And they'll probably be wrong because this is just one of those banana football seasons I've ever seen. Like, it's just pure chaos. What goes up does not always come down. So it's a wild, wild one, but it's a fun one to say the least. We have an extra week to enjoy it all. So that'll wrap up our Week 12 recap. Week 13, look at Week 13 already upon us, Bogman.
Yep,
absolutely,
it's here.
Outstanding stuff here. But make sure you check out LineStar on Twitter at LineStar app and at LineStar NFL, and download the app in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Everything you need in the palm of your hands to build your winning lineups. Check out the LineStar YouTube channel if you'd like to watch us, and instead of just listening to us through your earbuds, you can watch us on the LineStar YouTube channel. A lot of good stuff there as well. But most importantly, check out Bogman on Twitter at Bogman Sports. I am Matt Pediatric. We'll be back with you guys later this week with your picks and bets, your Thursday Showdown show, and your weekly DFS preview. But for now, see y'all later.
Take it easy.
Thanks for listening to Pre-Snap Podcast, presented by LineStar app. Please like, comment, subscribe, and rate for good karma in your fantasy football games.